What is up, my plushy doll fuckers? You ready for Spawn issue number 250? This is a pretty thick issue, so get ready. Let's go. The bugs are literally infesting the entire city. And not just bugs, we got fucking rats, and all of these other dark creatures are joining in as well. The bugs are filling up all of the bridges and all of the passageways so nobody can escape the city. They've tried to burn through them, but whenever they do, more bugs just fill in their place. As police officers try to direct people to safety, one looks up in the sky noticing a giant fucking swarm of bats coming down. This swarm is so fucking thick that it easily destroys a helicopter. Government officials are trying to figure out how to end this shit, and they've noticed these various symbols on the ground. So they think if they can connect all of these symbols, maybe they can figure out the way to stop this. Then we move over to Sam and Twitch thinks he has a lead as to why these bugs are here. Twitch connects the symbol and gets the number 47. Sam says, what is this, some kind of secret code? And then Twitch says he's not in the mood for his smartass remarks. Because, you know, the world's fucking ending for them over here. So what he's saying is that Jim Downing is actually a hellspawn. And another thing that Twitch noticed is that everything essentially happened at 157. Jim coming out of his coma, Al Simmons killing himself, all of that stuff. But back to the city. Fucking stealth bombers and jets can't even get through these fucking bugs, man. Mark is talking to Susan, telling her about all the chaos that's going on, and then Jim Downing pushes him over, telling Mark to stop talking to her. She can't be trusted. What if she's part of Hell's side? Which she is. Jim tells Mark that there are billions of creatures out there attacking the city. You have to be realistic that Susan can actually be a threat from Hell. I'm having a hard time controlling my suit right now, and it'll take over at any moment. You have to get Sarah to safety in the hospital because Hell will be coming after her. Mark is still confused, but Jim turns into a massive symbiote form and he's like, get Sarah now! Then the suit flings him out of the building. The suit crashes through a skyscraper, collapsing it and killing all of the people within it. Jim can't do anything to control this, and he's just trying to survive right now. Susan meets with the Violator, and the Violator says, you're absorbing his powers, right? And she's like, yeah, but it's not really as I expected. I'm just seeing different colors. And the Violator says that means there might be something bigger at play here. As the suit flings Jim Downing through the city, it taunts him, being a little peckerhead, telling him that, yeah, you're afraid of the pain I'm about to inflict upon you. The suit thinks that Jim Downing is trembling in fear, but Jim Downing tells him it's his rage. And the suit lets him go, and it turns into this massive fucking giant badass symbiote form, and it's like, did you forget the birth control? Just kidding, he doesn't say that. He says, then you've truly gone insane, Jim Downing. The symbiote tells Jim Downing that his fate is come, and then it tries to attack him with a bunch of symbiote spikes, slamming into the concrete beneath him, sending him flying into the air. Jim tells him he better do it quick because he knows what's coming and he's afraid of that, isn't he? Jim Downing shoots the symbiote with a massive blast, telling it that Hell's gonna be disappointed when they realize that you lost to a mortal. I mean, he's not really immortal because he has fucking superpowers, but you know, you guys get the point. And the symbiote grabs him and throws him and says, yeah, a symbiote has never failed its mission, so you won't be the first to change that. And because he's lived for centuries and shit like that, the symbiote is super cocky. The military tries to send a fuck ton of battleships to rescue the people through sea, but guess what? That's blocked off as well. And the symbiote was actually able to lift the fucking battleships off of the ocean. That's insane. Think about it. This symbiote has literally covered the entire city in bugs, bats, crows. Like, it has literally infested every inch of this city. And now it's infesting the waters and lifting fucking battleships. Yeah, that's how powerful Spawn's fucking symbiote on its own is. Twitch is stressed out and he doesn't give a fuck what the chief says. He's gonna go and research what he's trying to research. And Sam's like, yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Twitch looks into his notes and tells Sam that all of the people that Jim Downing has healed have been poisoned and are now dead. And on top of that, look at the dead prisoners who have Jim Downing's fingerprints. What do these people all have in common? It's the time of death. Sam and Twitch agree that they have to go find Jim Downing, and they assume that the alleys are the best place to do that. Meanwhile, this symbiote is covering the entire city in jizz. Just kidding, it's not jizz, but he's covering the entire city in his symbiote goo, so pretty much jizz. It keeps following Jim though, block after block. But Jim stops right in a place he knows that the symbiote will not pass. They are in the dead zone where Al Simmons killed himself. Jim asks the symbiote if he knows where he is, and then he says, "Your graveyard." And Jim Downing says, "No, it's where your master killed himself." And the symbiote says, "Al Simmons wasn't my master, I controlled him." Bullshit. Jim says that Al Simmons knew that God had never forsaken this place. And the symbiote says, "Lies! He would never surrender himself to God." And Jim says, "Maybe. Or maybe he was just tired of it all." Then Jim asks the question, what happens when someone inside of the dead zone touches someone outside of the dead zone? And he sticks his arm out. Then the symbiote fucking bites it off. The symbiote starts to cough it up. The ground cracks beneath them and a necroplasmic glow arises from it. And the symbiote's like, "Fuck!" as he sinks into the ground. Jim Downing thinks he's safe for a second, and then the symbiote grabs him by the throat and pulls him down into the ground with him. Meanwhile, Sam is saying this world is fucked right now and going upside down. And Twitch is like, "Wait, upside down?" And he twists the symbols upside down and realizes it spells out Al. And the city is flooded once more with bugs and creatures until it is blanketed in darkness. The date is 5/17 and the time is 7:15. The time has come. Long live the king, motherfucker! It starts slowly. The bugs begin to retract and the ground itself begins to shake. And then it explodes into a giant beam of light, removing all evil from the city. Tomorrow it will be as if the bugs never existed. New York will be reborn. And then Al Simmons returns. Let's fucking go! But before we end this video, I want to tell you sons of bitches about something you probably haven't checked out yet. Check out Grandpa issue number 1. You'll get the first 4 pages free if you click the link below. This comic is so fucking badass and you guys would love it. It's filled with angels, demons, gods from different religions and mythologies. It has a deep, thick mythology filled with a shit ton of different character races. It's almost like fantasy, like Lord of the Rings. It is just deep, alright? And the characters themselves are deep as well. If you want to see a badass shadow demon cowboy go around killing shit with an actual deep backstory, then this comic's for you. If you want to see the embodiment of hope, a symbol of Jesus Christ in a way, if you want to see a divine angel split reality with her fucking holy light beams, then this is the comic for you. If you want to see a fucking badass dude in steampunk armor walk around fighting all of these crazy creatures on their planet, then guess what? This comic's for you. And not only that, but we have various social media pages for New Take Media, which is my company. If you click the links below, you'll see the Twitter link where you'll find more lore about these characters and about Grandpa, and you'll learn more about filmmaking in our company. So check it out. You're missing out if you don't. But that, my friends, wraps up Spawn issue number 250. Like the video if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video, don't be a pussy. Like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.